How's it hanging, fellas? I'm OrosZ, and this is another episode of Borderlands The Handsome Collection, and in today's episode, check this out. We got a legendary Hornet weapon in our equipment. I got it last episode by farming Knuckle Dragger. It took me like 3 tries, and I got it. And it's one of my favorite weapons, one of my favorite legendaries in this entire game. And if you don't remember, in Borderlands the pre-sequel, in one of the episodes, I'm not sure which one it was, somewhere towards the end, I was using a gun called the Bloatfly, I believe it was called. And it was just reskinned Hornet. It had a really cool skin, so does the Hornet. It functioned basically the same. It also had a corrosion effect on it. And yeah, the Bloatfly from pre-sequel and the Hornet are both fucking awesome. They're the same gun basically, but they look different and they both look awesome. And also there's another legendary weapon in my equipment, the Amigo Sincero. True friend can penetrate any barrier. It's a Jacob's legendary sniper rifle. It can penetrate shields, which is awesome. And if I'm not mistaken, it's a reward item actually, so it's really easy to get. And you just simply get it from the Commander Lilith DLC. And here's my old pistol, which I'm going to replace the Hornet with. I was kind of hoping the Hornet would be on my level, which is 48. No, it's 46. But it ain't, so whatever. In today's episode, we got I killed, Bullymong or whatever the fuck he was called. Okay, check out how this fucking sniper rifle works. I mean, apart from being powerful, it just penetrates shields, which is pretty awesome. I think I saw another motherfucker over that direction. Look at what that rack does. It's like, I fought racks around here a couple of times, and I only recently found out that they seem to... Like, there's one rack flying over there, and he seems to be summoning more racks. Which is fucking weird. And look, I shot one, he got corroded, and that corrosion spread to the other one, killing both of them with just one bullet. Ain't that crazy? I don't know, I just like doing that sometimes. Especially in this area where there's like these big open areas. Well, I marrow you, where did you came from? Yeah, I was meant to show off the Hornet, so it's a pretty good Jacob sniper rifle. It's a nice alternative to the Skull Masher, which I would say is an even better Jacob sniper rifle. It's just that the Skull Masher is really hard to get, while the Sincero, or whatever it's called, is not as hard to get, because you get it from a quest. There's actually also another gun in this game that looks exactly like the Hornet. You get it from a quest, it's a legendary gun, and it's exactly the same as the Hornet, only difference being it's electric damage, not corrosion. And it's called something different, but it's basically the Hornet. I got this drink here, by the way. It's a Dr. Pepper blackberry flavored. Yeah, I went to the store with imported goods, and they had some nice new flavors. Nice new fancy drinks. Is this one any good? My throat is pretty sour. Dry, I meant. Yeah, it's pretty good. I like it. Not better than the coconut flavor Dr. Pepper. My god, that one was fucking good. Oh, and also, like, when the old pistols have burst fire effect on them, the Hornet's burst fire, I believe, is much more efficient. I wish I had another doll pistol to show you what I mean. Man, enemies just melt in front of me in this fucking game because... I'm supposed to... Whenever I shoot somebody, I deal corrosion, fire, and I believe electric damage. So, yeah, I just melt enemies on this character. And you know what? That's the thing about Siren, that is very underrated. In my eyes, it was underrated when I first started the game. Sirens are probably my least played characters in Borderlands games. And I gotta say, I'm not a big fan of this whole face grasping thing. But fucking melting enemies with elemental damage is certainly fucking awesome. If there was a doll pistol, there it is. Actually has more fucking damage than the fucking Hornet. See how short? Okay, so like the doll pistol's effect is that when you're shooting from the hip, it's a semi-auto pistol, but when you aim down sight, it becomes a burst fire. And as you can see, it bursts like 3 shots at once. Meanwhile, the Hornet, I think does, I don't know, 6. So that's its legendary effect, I believe, you know. No other gun in the game does that, so that's what makes this gun unique. We're about to fight a boss fight. You know what, I was collecting a bunch of screenshots from the internet just for like future thumbnails in case I don't happen to run into any cutscenes.
I've been telling you about? It's not sculpture or anything. It's a living horse that actually happens to be made of. Actually, I'll go get her. What, Stallion? Here you go. What, Stallion? Say hello. Yeah. Mud Stallion says hello.
I am in this location.
Yeah, and I've been following the whole fiasco of what the fuck Randy's been saying on Twitter. It's Boom Bew.
Light the fuses, bitches!
They're like Red Belly from the pre-sequel. 2 brothers, 1 small, 1 big. Except they don't combine into one enemy. They're 2 separate enemies. See, my problem with the face grasp is that it doesn't work on big enemies, like Big Bertha.
Looks like you dropped a grenade mod. Be sure to pick it.
Now, Boom Bew drops one of my favorite grenade mods, the bonus package. That's what it's called. He often drops it. He didn't drop it this time. That sucks. But maybe between episodes, I'll come back here and farm that bonus package a little bit. You know, because it's a good grenade mod, and just like with the Hornet, I would like to show it to you. And in the pre-sequel, I didn't really run into many legendary weapons. The worst part is that I had a lot of like repeats of legendaries.
Get on that cannon. Just blast this gate down, but don't do it until I'm out of the way. Understand? If you shot the gate now, that could cause serious damage to me. So don't do that. I'm just standing here to show you the area you should shoot after I move away. Which I will, once I'm totally convinced you understand the instructions that I'm relaying to you. Do you
Because I have a legendary class mod, which at the bottom of the screen you can see, Legendary Siren. I don't really plan on changing my class mod anytime soon, unless I find another Legendary Siren one, because it gives me a lot of buffs, as you can see. +4 to like a bunch of shit. Increases movement speed by 34% while phase lock is active. That's fucking awesome. So yeah, I want to keep it. And no matter that it's a low level, what level is it? It's like level 38.
Doing me proud, minion. Actually, I'm getting bored. Just shut the gate now for realsies.
Alright. I never really understood this part of the game. Like, you have this giant cannon that never comes back in the game. And now you're just kind of sitting on it and shooting a bunch of guys. So, yeah, I don't know. Like, I already told you my thoughts on the whole controversy with what the fuck Randy's been saying. I think Randy should shut the fuck up and just let this game come out, you know? Whether it's going to be $80 or not, it's not up to him. That's the fucking card he should have been playing. It's not up to him. It's not for him to say how much it's gonna be. Oh, nice backflip, hell yeah. So there's a fucking unique animation for exiting this thing, even though we only do it like once. Well, okay. Whatever. No big deal. It's nice playing on True Vault Hunter mode, because at least my equipment space is big, and I don't need to fucking keep throwing shit out of my equipment. I wish it had that feature Borderlands 3 hit, where it auto-sells some of the items. I would make it so like every time I pick up a white rarity gun, it would just auto-sell it. That'd be so nice. At least I don't need to pick up everything manually like I did in the first game.
So, I might have tried to stage a mutiny on Captain Flint's ship before the flash freeze, which explains why his men are currently beating the crap out of me, right, guys?
Also, when did Claptrap get captured? While I shot the fucking thing with the cannon? Does that even make any sense? Like, when did he get captured while I shot the thing? Oh, and also I have a dagger at the end of my sniper rifle and I can just stab people in the face with it. Whoa. You know what's one of my favorite guns in this game? I think it's the gun you get for that one quest where you have to kill Dukino's mom, and it's a sniper rifle with no scope on it. So you actually, it works like in the game where you sometimes there's like, I don't know, I think there's like 3 sniper rifles in the entire game that don't have a scope on them, and they're really interesting. One of them is straight up a fucking Minecraft reference because it shoots fire arrows from Minecraft. Like they're actually modeled like arrows from Minecraft. And it's probably the worst one out of them. There's that one from the quest.
Strangely satisfying.
Strangely satisfying? No, it's just normally satisfying. Fucking really. Always amazes me how accurate psychos are with their axes. You'd think a throw like that, when they lob it upwards, they would miss, but no, they're fucking accurate. Like, you'd think in a first-person shooter, enemies that run around with melee weapons wouldn't be very effective, but no, they are pretty effective. Oh, that's Armored Maniac, so my Hornet's doing a pretty good job melting through its armor, that's nice.
And stay down.
Now my TDR pistol would definitely kill them a lot more efficiently, but I want to show you the Hornet a little bit, so I think I'll be using it for a little bit. Iridium, oh, also in the True Vault Hunter mode you're getting Iridium right off the bat. In normal mode you only get introduced to Iridium once you get the Sanctuary. I would like to get the Sanctuary today, by the way. Nice, more Iridium. Gonna record 4 episodes of this, gameplay and such out of Marvel Rivals. Not sure when that video will come out, but I do have the game downloaded and all that. So I'm probably gonna record it later. Wish this can was bigger because I have a feeling it won't last me very long.
I've had to use Ethan as my backup torture doll.
See, I'm all of a sudden feel like I'm actually playing the game and enemies have a chance against me because my gun doesn't obliterate them. Ah, shit, I didn't caught it. So I fucking downgraded my weapon on purpose just to show you the Hornet, and it's a good gun. It's just my other guns are like ridiculously good. What the hell is that? Reshore map? You are here. Cutesy little Grim Reaper, I love him. Danger mountains. There's this sprayed on here, that's funny. And at the end of the map, there's pizza and suicide. Okay.
Well, I've got a great answer for you. A red hot poker to the eye. Isn't that right, Claptrap? It was just a question, Mr. Flint. That's Captain Flint for you.
Captain Flint is the brother of Zane Flint from Borderlands 3, and as Zane revealed to us in Borderlands 3, his name really is Captain Flint. Oh, see, he died from nothing. See, like even being close to me sets enemies on fire. Pretty sure I have these like well, you can't really see them, but I have these like angel wings behind me whenever that happens, and I'm fucking OP as fuck. You know what? The only reason why I would ever do another playthrough of this game in the future would be if someone actually wanted to play it with me. I would be so fucking happy if someone said, "Hey, let's do a playthrough of fucking Borderlands 2 together." I'd be like, "Fuck yeah, that's the best idea ever." I wish I could knew somebody who I could actually do Let's Plays with. That'd be so nice. I did do a Let's Play with a friend of mine a while back, but I completely screwed up the audio. I mean, it was the first time ever I tried to record audio with somebody, so I fucking didn't really have any means of testing it beforehand, so I fucked it up. And it's my Let's Play of Jump King, because it was like a 3-episode long Let's Play of Jump King that I did a long time ago, and the reason I invited my friends to it was because it was short, so I wouldn't have to take up too much of his time. And the footage of the gameplay was actually him playing the game, not me. I mean, like half of it was me, then the other half was him. Oh, yeah, I forgot my grenades. Fucking crazy. Yeah, my equipment's kind of full though. But there's a vending machine right here, so that's nice. And what else? I don't know. I think I told you my story of Borderlands 2. I got it from PS Plus a long time ago, back on PS3. Played it with a friend of mine back then, and ended up beating the game multiple times. Fucking fell in love with it. So much fun, and I've been playing it ever since then. At least once a year I do like a playthrough of the game. I played it a lot on PS Vita, which some people don't even know that there was a PS Vita version of the game. It was hilarious. It didn't have any shadows, but the game ran pretty fucking well, and it came with 2 DLCs, the Captain Scarlet and Mr. Thor Campaign of Carnage. Then one of my first purchases on the PS4. When I bought the PS4, I got it with Fallout 4. Still, I really like Fallout 4, but I really don't feel like replaying that game. Sometimes I'm thinking about replaying that game and doing an Institute playthrough, because that's the only one I never did. I did a Minutemen playthrough and a Brotherhood of Steel playthrough. I think for my Let's Play I did a Brotherhood of Steel playthrough. While for my personal account I did a Minutemen playthrough. And I never did an Institute playthrough, so I do have an excuse to play it again in the future. And I never played through any of the DLCs to Fallout 4. The second game I got for PS4... What was it? It was Borderlands The Handsome Collection. That was the first time I've ever played the pre-sequel. Fucking loved it. Then played through the pre-sequel and Borderlands 2 a million times over. I definitely played through Borderlands 2 way more often than pre-sequel. But still, I did do a lot of playthroughs through from the pre-sequel.
So it goes.
I kill an enemy a bit too fast. Trying to use my face lock and it just simply... Look, I'll walk up to him and he'll die from just being near me. See?
Why? Because it really hurts. You make a good point, Claptrap. But beating you up makes us feel really good. I know, guys, but it makes me feel really bad. But Claptrap, you're a robot. Are you even capable of feeling pain? Well, no, I guess I'm not. So, pummeling you makes us feel good and doesn't hurt you. So there's no harm in us continuing to do it, right? Actually, now that I've talked it all out, I think you guys have the moral high ground here. Pummel away!
Well, whatever. Why does Claptrap ever fucking cry or does any of these stupid things? He just fucking manipulates you. He's a fucking little manipulator. You can kind of get a shortcut if you're ever farming the Thunderbolt Fist or something. Farming the Thunderbolt Fist is fucking annoying as fuck, because you have to run up this entire fucking area all the way up to Captain Flint, who's around somewhere up there. No, wait, he's hanging out over there at the top of that ship. And yeah, Oh, there's a fucking chest here. Later in the game, in one of the DLCs, there's another character who's a nephew or the son of Captain Flint or whatever that you have to kill, and he also drops the same weapon and is much easier to farm. So I'd recommend farming him instead of Captain Flint. He's a much easier fight, and there's a bunch of guys torturing Claptrap. It could be funny if they actually answered Claptrap's stupid monologue.
Flint, my new minion's a bona fide badass.
Keep going. Over melee attack, it's magical.
Protect me, Squire!
There's a game, Plucky Squire, I believe it's called. It's a really cool game. Oh yeah, earlier today I saw this trailer for a really cool, like a Mega Man inspired game. I guess I'll call myself a Mega Man fan because I've beaten all the Mega Man games and it's actually made playthroughs of them on this channel. Just makes me fucking think, why did I ever do that? I played through all the Mega Man games before I even played all the Uncharted games, which all the Uncharted games I'm a huge fucking fan of. Meanwhile, Mega Man, I don't know why I fucking made myself play through Mega Man. Same story with Half-Life. Somehow I've beaten all the Half-Life game on this channel before I did any of my Uncharted Let's Plays. Which makes me wonder, why did I fucking do that? Uncharted should have been one of the first fucking Let's Plays I ever made on this channel, yet it wasn't for some reason. I don't know. Also, yeah, there's a game called Kid Bash, and it's like a Mega Man inspired thing, and it looks really cool, and I super would love to play it. It's in Steam. You can wishlist now on Steam. There's been a lot of like indie game announcements. Was there some kind of indie game event going on? There's been a lot of announcements for indie games.
Find the controls.
And there's a chest here attached with a chain. That's cute. There's another chest somewhere, like up, but you have to drop from a higher location, so you'll have to do a lot of backtracking just to open up a shitty-ass chest with a bunch of worthless shit inside. So I wouldn't say it's worth it. I wouldn't fucking say that. If I ever had a gun in real life, my favorite pistol would be... You know what, a lot of, like, whenever I see some kind of gun, discourse, I'm not a gun person, so fucking, I might be stupid. I'm like a gun amateur, I guess. Why is there always like a debate whether the 911's better or the Glock? Why does no one ever brings up the Beretta, though? That's a good pistol, too, isn't it? I don't know. If I don't know, like I don't live in a fucking place where getting a gun is very easy, like America. And I'm honestly, you know, like when I joined the army and shooting a gun became a fucking mundane thing to me. I had my own rifle and all that, with a cool desert camo on it, and fucking I really didn't felt like it's all that exciting anymore. Like when I was a kid and I played video games, I was like, fuck yeah, guns are awesome. And yeah, video game guns are awesome, but when you have a real gun and you shoot it, like, what the fuck? You get stuck in the fucking door. When you shoot it and then you have to fucking spend more time maintaining your fucking gun than actually shooting it, it becomes annoying. And it's like, ah, god, I wish I didn't fucking hit this gun. Why do I need to clean it like fucking 3 times a week when I wasn't even shooting it this week? You know, they told us to do it just to keep us occupied sometimes. Like, oh, you don't know what the fuck to do? Here's my gun, clean it up. It's clean already, sir. Who cares? Yeah, I was actually going to meet with my buddies from the army today. That grenade's really gonna carry me through this game. No shame in that, now it's there. Oh, I missed, wait. Nice. Bit to the right.
Gotcha.
I love that speed increase I have when the phase lock is active. But my phase lock is active for like a few seconds usually. And the problem I have with phase lock, and that fucking applies the same in Borderlands 3, is that one thing that's cool in this game is that I have my face lock upgraded in such a way that if I face lock an enemy, enemies around get pulled towards the face locked one. There's a special chamber with a bunch of Moxie pictures. You can sit here. There's some tissues on the ground, probably used. You can jack off. This is. Be honest with me, guys. How many times you jacked off to Moxie? Like some kind of hentai you found over. Me? I don't really. Moxie doesn't really do much for me. That looks like a chest, but it's not. So I'd say I don't remember, maybe once or twice. I don't remember ever actually watching any hentai with Moxie. Maybe I'll do after this video, I don't know. So what was he talking about? My face lock? Yeah, so it pulls enemies towards the face locked one, and then they all get the elemental effects applied to them. But in Borderlands 3, we have that awesome skill called Ties That Bind. And when you have it, which I did, when you face lock an enemy, it makes these like, well, ties to other enemies around the face locked one. That basically also do damage. So sometimes when you face lock an enemy, it's not worth killing that enemy immediately. Instead, it's kind of like wait a little bit so that the effects get applied, and then you kill the enemy, and all the enemies fucking die. And Amara is a really fucking great crowd control character. Same with Maya. And I wonder how the Siren in Borderlands 4 will work. And there was no Siren in the pre-sequel. Instead we had Aurelia, which was like that game's equivalent of a Siren. Except she's not a Siren, she just has a bunch of augmentations that allow her to control ice. Which, sure, I guess. Never played as Aurelia, actually. She's one of the few characters I haven't played as yet. Mordecai and Roland are also there, but like I said, I have no intention of replaying Borderlands 1 ever. Hey, I was standing there during that cutscene. I hope that Borderlands 4...
Put your dolls, boys! Let's turn up the heat!
Captain Flint. That's not a letter with an N with an umlaut.
Strangers! I'm so sorry, Captain Flint. Please don't burn me again.
Oh fuck, he almost died. Almost died from one shot. He does these things, Borderlands 3 with his bosses, because they wanted to present bosses being all fucking awesome. They ran into this problem where a lot of the bosses, oh hellborn maniacs, a lot of the bosses have a lot of fucking immunity phases, just so you can fuck around with them a little longer. And Captain Flint does that too, where he sometimes engulfs himself in flames, and then you can't really do anything to him. So I think that was the beginning of Borderlands 3's craze for bosses with immunity phases. I usually don't mind these phases, but sometimes they're so fucking long, and I just like normally I would have obliterated the fucking boss, but no, he has to go into an immunity phase, wait for me to fucking deal 1/4 of damage to him in one shot, and then I have to repeat the process. We're gonna be back in this location in some future quest. There's a quest that tasks you with going all the way back here, and it's fucking annoying. And you have this fucking Tinker Box. It's a gun he always drops, but another legendary he can drop. I mean, that's not a legendary, is it? It is a unique gun, because it has the red flavor text. Good for starting fires. Yeah, a lot of blue guns in this game are surprisingly some of the best weapons in the game. You know, white and green rarity are just like serviceable. Then blue guns are often some of the best guns, especially those with like a rarity, like that are rare and have that red text next to them in their item card. And then you have purple guns, which are just simply like, I don't know, like way better green guns. I'd say. They don't really have anything unique about them, but they're just good stat-wise. Then you have E-Tech guns, which are kind of like pink guns. I don't have any of them in my equipment, so I can't really tell you. Show me what it looks like, but it's like not purple guns, they're like pink guns. The color of the gun is pink, not purple, so it's one above purple. And then you have legendary guns, which are also kind of like even better blue guns, right? But you also have blue guns that aren't unique, without any text and not dedicated drops,
All right.
and they just randomly appear. Like, throughout my many playthroughs of this game, I often found myself using blue guns the most often, because they were actually some of the best ones. While purple guns were good, I would often find a blue gun right after that. That was just better somehow, you know? And when it comes to E-Tech weapons, most of them I really don't fucking like. E-Tech pistols, the ones that are kind of like those needle guns from Halo, I'm really not a big fucking fan of. I kind of hate them. But E-Tech assault rifles and SMGs are really good. E-Tech shotguns, I'm not sure what they do. I think sometimes
The mighty vessel.
there's like a hidden weapon kind. You know, only explosive weapons you have in this game are like rocket launchers. You don't have grenade launchers in the game, but you kind of do. Sometimes a shotgun, sometimes when you find an E-Tech shotgun or an assault rifle, it may turn out that it's actually not shooting normal bullets, but instead explosive bullets. Meaning that it's actually quite, like, especially shotguns, it's like straight up just like having a grenade launcher, which is rather interesting. Alright, this is Claptrap's personal ship. I guess he has that. That's nice. And I'm gonna finish the episode right here, because we already went through it. This entire location, it's been 30 minutes. See you fellas in the next episode. Bye.